On this episode of Craftsman Dad, we'll build a blanket chest using figured maple and through mortise and tenon joinery. We'll start by cutting the material that will make up the side panels of the chest. With this wood being figured, it's important that you lay things out in an orientation that's going to look pleasing. Then use the bandsaw to resaw the material in half to allow for a book-matched appearance of the side panels. And now jointing the edges to prepare for glue up. And then biscuits are used to help keep the material aligned during the glue up. The four corner posts of the chest are made out of 8/4 Ambrosia maple. It's important to make detailed markings on each of the posts so there's no mistakes made when doing all the through mortises. A little bit of extra time now doing the layout will save a lot of headache down the road. With all the mortises formed, we'll turn our attention now to the tenons. It's simple enough to lay each rail over the mortises and just transfer the scribe line. The first cut that I like to make when forming tenons is a shoulder cut all the way around the stock. This helps to ensure a nice clean joint during glue up. When doing the final cleanup of the tenons, just make sure not to disturb that nice clean shoulder that was established on that very first cut on the table saw. Now I final fit each joint to make sure it's nice and tight. It's important to do a dry fit to make sure everything comes together nice and tight. While everything is assembled, I'll place some witness marks to establish the location of the side panels. And now we establish the location of the bottom panel. And I'll be using cedar for the bottom panel. I'm using tongue and groove joinery for the bottom panel. This is simple enough to do on the table saw. Now it's time to clean everything up and get it ready for final assembly. For this task I use my low angle jack plane. The iron has been ground to a 40-degree micro bevel, which is just right for this figured maple. This leaves behind a great finish and no sanding is needed at all. I'll put a slight chamfer on the end of each tenon to clean it up and give it a nice look.
That's awesome.
The Danish oil finish really helped to make the figure pop, and this has to be one of the favorite projects I've ever built. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out my channel for other projects, and in the description below you'll find a link to the tools that I used to build this project. Thanks a lot.